Hey guys, we have our ditch light brackets here on our new GX 550. We're going to make this as quick and easy as possible. This ditch light bracket doesn't mount in our usual position, bolting off our hood hinges. Instead, we're mounting it right next to the mirror, and we'll be taking this off and putting some riv nuts in, and that will mount it securely to this side of the door. Included with our ditch light bracket should be 2 1/4" 20 bolts and riv nuts, a rubber grommet for the wire that goes through the ditch light bracket. We also recommend having a handful of trim tools to remove the door card, and I like to tape them up with some masking tape just to prevent any scuffing or leaving any marks. And then we'll need a drill bit, specifically a 25/64, and then I like to step up a couple sizes before the final size just to make drilling easier, and then a deburring tool just to take off the edges. Along with that, we'll use a riv nut gun. There will be an included one with the kit, but we like to use this one. It just makes life a little bit easier. All right, the first step to installing these ditch light brackets is taking off our door card. To do that, we have 2 clips in our door handle area and in our grip. Once we pop those covers off, there's screws, Phillips screws that we can take out. And after that, it's just push pins holding the door card all the way around. So easiest part is to start up here, and then we'll work our way around popping those out as we go along. So these are all these clips that are holding the door card in, and they just push in. So we worked around and we pulled out to pop those out. From there, we have to take out our lock cable and a couple of our connectors, as well as our door handle cable. The door lock has a Phillips screw holding it on. So after you take that out, then you can pull the lock out. And then the rest are just clips with push tabs that you push down, and you should be able to pull them out. In order to get access to our wires, we will take this panel off. And to do that, there's a Phillips or 10mm bolt right here. Once we have that out of the place, we have 2 clips on this side and this side to push down on. And to do that, we pry it out back a little ways like this, and then we can stick our prying tool back there and push the tab down. That'll allow us to pull this out. And there's a clip back here, but if you get those 2 out, then you can move it out of the way like this. And then when we run our wire in through, we can get access to it and push it out the front of the door. This little cover right here, you can just pull off. There's a couple clips on it, but if you just pull out, it should just pop right off. On the outside of the door, we have this cover that we're going to take off, and to do that, it has a couple adhesive strips along these sides and a couple clips, and we'll use our prying tools to pry this cover off. All right, next we're going to go about installing our riv nuts in these 2 holes. So we're going to take our smaller drill bit and just taking our time, we're going to drill these out, and then we'll step up to our final finish size and then we'll deburr it, and then from there we can install our riv nuts. Before we bolt on our ditch light brackets, we're going to need to put on our one-sided rubber stripping, and that's just to protect the paint and body of your vehicle. In the official product, we should have one that's cut out for this exact pattern, but on ours, we're going to cut them out in strips and then put them on. All right, now that we have our protective stripping on the back, now we can bolt it up to the vehicle. And this is a 5/32 head. Just as a quick tip for our wiring, we can send the wires through our door, and then there's a little grommet on this side of the door jamb, and we can pop that out and run the wire through. And then we're also going to drill through this plastic on the fender underneath the top hinge. Then we could send our wire through there, and that's just a good clean way to run your wires without anyone really noticing. All right, now that we have that all done, we're going to put it back together, pretty much reverse order of how we took it apart. So we'll pop this in, we'll grab our bolt, put that in, then we'll grab our door card and plug in our connectors and put our lock and our door handle back on, and then we can go and pop that door card on. All right, here's our ditch light bracket installed on our GX 550. This bracket is pretty unique because it allows some really big pod lights to go on. We've tested Baja Design's LP4 lights and they fit on here, and even comparable rigid pod lights as well. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you out on the trail.